So today's video is titled Be My Peace, Not My Headache. I did a video before on peace, but this is a little bit a different perspective on peace. But anyway, it's titled Be My Peace, Not My Headache. As you know, I write some things down, so this is going to be a quick video. I just want to get this out, and I hope that you gain something from it and use it and go by it and require people to use it. So anyway, rule number 1, make sure the energy you expect is the energy that you give. I don't know how much I can stress that. It's like crazy because so many people require things from you or expect you to do things for them that they won't necessarily do for you. And I see that so much, and it's crazy because I don't understand where that comes from. But I always say, like, I'm a big energy person, so if your energy shifts, mine's going to shift too. You can't expect you to shift your energy and my energy to remain the same. That's not how that works. Like, if you moving this way, then I'm gonna move that way. Like, you know, I have to move the way you move, because if I don't move the way you move, then I'm going to be expecting things from you that you aren't giving me, which will then make me frustrated, and then I'll be bitter because I didn't move the way you was telling me that you was moving. I didn't believe you when you did what you did. So then now I'm in a situation where I'm expecting something from you that I shouldn't have. So anyway, the next thing is, don't require peace from me if all you give is chaos. Oftentimes, like, especially in relationships, and this goes for men and women, it's like, you know, dang, I don't want to argue all the time. That's all you want to do is argue, blah, 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 blah. I mean, yes, some people like to argue, but at the end of the day, oftentimes people are upset about things. It's obviously you've done something, you've made a person feel a way, and you can't then dictate when they're supposed to stop feeling the way. That's not really how that works. Like, you can't say, like, okay, I did this, but this was this amount ago. This was this. You can't feel this way now. I can feel whatever way I want to feel, because if you bring chaos to the situation, you don't then dictate when I'm supposed to release it. That's not how that works. You can't expect peace from me when you've given me something to not be peaceful about. And I think that when people are in a state of forgiveness, they often forget that they did something to someone, and it's supposed to just be all bridges to the water, because now I moved on, I've apologized, you've accepted my apology, so let's move forward like it never happened. No. You don't get to bring me chaos and then expect peace. You don't get to do that. You also don't get to tell me when the chaos is supposed to cease. That's not your lane. Your lane is to either ride that chaos out because you caused it, or continue to bring peace into my situation until I find peace with the situation. Continue to bring peace in my situation until I find peace with the situation. Fair enough? Okay. Next thing I said is, don't require an ear if all you give is mouth. Oh my goodness. Have you ever had people that just, they want you to be a listening ear all the time? All the time. But when you have something to say, they like, you can't get nothing in, or they can't talk right now, or they're somehow unavailable, or whatever the case may be, but you're supposed to always be available to be that listening ear, to be that source of that ground, that savior. You're supposed to always be there. But all they give you is mouth. Like, okay, so, oh, that's how this works. I'm just supposed to sit here, taking all your stuff, give verbal feedback where due, and then that's it. No, that's not. You have to meet the requirements of your own requirements. I've seen that in a meme, so. But that's so true. Meet the requirements of your own requirements. You cannot expect me to give you something that you aren't giving me. I'm not about to sit and only call a person when I want to talk, or I only got time for you when I got something I need to get off my chest. But Other than that, I'm cool on you. I catch you when something else happening. What? Oh, so it doesn't matter if I'm going through something and I need an ear. That's not how that works. Okay, cool. If you have relationships like that in your life, let me tell you something. Release that. Because the more you pile on other people's mess, the less likely you are to hear your own voice. I'll repeat that. The more you pile on other people's mess into your space, the less likely you are to hear your own voice, the less likely you are to hear God's voice and clarity. You cannot get clarity listening to mess. It's impossible. It's impossible to grow spiritually. It's impossible to grow mentally. It's impossible to grow as a whole if you're constantly listening to someone else's drama, issues, and that's a whole other video. We can get into that. But next thing I said is, there are so many people seeking things they can't provide, like peace, honesty, and trust. Oh my goodness. I think that it bothers me when people seek things, but they're nothing like the things that they seek. Like, they're nothing like it. They are a whole hurricane that they want you to be a peaceful beach. And it's like, okay, so I'm supposed to take, and I'm not supposed to, I don't understand. You cannot seek things that you aren't willing to provide. You cannot seek things that you do not possess. It's impossible to do. Like, yes, it's okay to want those things, but you have to understand that if you're really seeking those things like honesty, trust, and peace from someone, you have to have it within you. No person that really has those things has that peace about them and that centered energy. Anyone that has that energy will immediately pick up on your energy and will be gone. No one that has that energy will actually stick around for someone that doesn't. And if people do stick around for that energy, it's because they aren't sure about themselves. They aren't sure where they are in their headspace, and they allow you to come in and disrupt things. And then once you disrupt it, then they'll realize that you aren't like that. But someone that's true and genuine and has really, 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 really found their peace, you will know it, because they will not be drawn to you. They will not be drawn to your energy. They will pick up on you immediately, and they will treat you as such. Because true keepers of peace guard their peace. True keepers of peace guard their peace because they know how easy it is to be taken. They know that, and they guard it, and they know that they have not had peace before, and so they're going to do everything to keep it. Fair enough. This is what I said next. It says, make sure when you give me the playbook to the game that you already know how to play. Make sure when you give me the playbook to the game that you already know how to play. Please do not tell me, oh, this is what I like. Oh, this is who I am. Excuse me? I'm sorry. You cannot give me a list on what I need to do, but you have not one clue of how to reciprocate that. You can't be walking around giving people a playbook and you don't even know how to play. Excuse me? Like, absolutely not. Like, if you want these things from me, I'm gonna need you to learn how to play. I'm gonna need you to know the rules, first of all. You ever play somebody in Uno or Scrabble or a game and you know that it's right, but they trying to tell you that it's not right because when they played it over their own house, and then when their cousin taught them how to play, that wasn't how they told them to play, and then you pull out the good rule book from the game itself, and then they list it, and then they don't have nothing to say, like, oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't know that. Please don't do that. Please don't give me a playbook and you don't know what you're doing. Please don't tell me what I'm supposed to be doing and you don't even know what you're supposed to be doing. Don't tell me what position I'm supposed to be in if you don't even know what position you're supposed to be in. Please don't do that. If that's you, please check yourself. Please check. Don't tell somebody like, oh, this is the way you need to love me. This is my love language. but you refuse to learn somebody else's love language. You look silly. You look silly. And eventually that person will get tired of you because you look silly and you sound silly, and I'm not benefiting from it. I refuse to give people the benefit of the doubt when no one's benefiting. I'm not going to be able to do it. Bottom line. Next is, if you give someone hell, they're going to spit fire. That kind of goes along with what I said earlier about, bringing chaos and expecting peace. If you give me hell, I'm going to spit fire. I can't give nothing else. I can only give what's inside of me. Even if I once possessed peace and you came and somehow disrupted that, I'm going to give you all those demons that I was pushing down and trying to disperse. They're going to come back. And they're going to come out, and it's going to come out as fire every single time. Like, you can't expect me to be something and you're not giving me nothing but that. Like, I can't possibly be that if you are giving me. I think that especially works for relationships, because oftentimes we want so many things from our spouses and people, and we don't give it. We don't give it. We just don't give it, and sometimes, honestly, we don't know how to give it. And in that, we are adults, and even if you don't know how to give it, it's important that we constantly grow and learn how to give it, and learn how to not only receive things but give it. And oftentimes we don't know how to receive it either. There's so many broken people that don't know how to receive love, and so because of that, they can't give it or receive it, and it's not good for anybody who knows. It's important to constantly work on yourself. It's important to constantly reassess your relationships, because that's the only way to grow. Constant self-inventory. Constant self-inventory is important for growth. It's important for learning. It's important for the people that love you, because we're constantly changing, we're constantly growing, we're growing older, we're seeing things, we're having new experiences. And so if we don't constantly do self-inventory, we'll somehow lose ourselves in all of that. We won't center ourselves back. Oh, okay. I learned this, but oh, okay. This happened to me, but oh, that's self-inventory. It's like, that happened, but oh, let me center this. This is what happened, but this is who I really am. That happened to me, but that's not who I am. See what I'm saying? It's like constant self-inventory. Next it says, you cannot seek peace but not be a keeper of peace, which I basically just said. You have to be a keeper of peace in order to seek it. It's impossible to do that. You have to be a giver. You have to be a giver in order to be able to receive. It's checks and balances. Everything that you want out of life, you have to be willing to give. It says, in a world full of give me that, be a let's do it together energy. In a world full of give me that, be a let's do it together type of energy. That's all I wanted to say about that. Be my peace, not my headache. I hope that this message finds you well. I hope that you love it. I hope that you share it. I hope that you get something from it. I hope that in every aspect of your life you have peace. If you don't, I hope you seek peace. I hope you are peace. And yeah. If you aren't already, please follow my Growing Pains by Jazz page on Facebook, where I upload all my videos. I'm still uploading videos to YouTube, but that's not really my main source. I'm probably going to move everything over to Facebook. It's just easier that way. But thank you for watching. Peace.